What is up, fanatics, fan guy addicts? It's your boy, Josh Fanguy, coming to you live from beautiful Houston, Texas, to review USA series, The Purge. It's in season 2 now. So real quick recap of season 1, without giving too many spoilers. I enjoyed season 1. I thought it was pretty good considering it's a USA show, which means there are restrictions. It's not like it's on Stars or HBO or Showtime or any of the channels where they can really take advantage of it. I think I'll start by saying I think this show would be better suited for a rated R network because it is about the Purge. And so just a little background. If you haven't seen the Purge movies, which I enjoy all of them, they do have some pretty vastly different ratings from one another in terms of like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. But The Purge essentially is about basically one night a year, the government drops all laws and lets people do whatever they want to get their anger out. And so basically for one night a year, there's people just going around murdering people, robbing, killing, just everything. And the government is legal by the government, and then until the next day, and there's a big siren that goes off, and everybody's got to stop killing and stuff. So the majority of normal people just kind of lock themselves up and barricade themselves in their homes, and then all the more aggressive, kind of psychotic people are out in the streets looking for people to kill. So that's the ipso facto shortened version of what the Purge is. In terms of like the TV show and what it is in general, and the movies. So the movies were all pretty good. I even liked the most recent one, which was called The First Purge. It wasn't as good as the other ones, but it was all right. And all of the Purge movies, in my opinion, were pretty good. So then USA decides to make a series. Like I said, my first critique is that I do think this show would be better suited to Stars or Showtime or HBO, where they could get a little gorier, a little sexier, a little more havoc, just rated R, instead of like TV PG-13. So I definitely think the show has more potential, that it's untapped because of that. But needless to say, season 1 of The Purge was actually pretty good. It had a story that kind of kept me hooked. Being a fan of the movies, I thought they did a good job recreating the environment of the Purge. Season 1 also had a few pretty known actors in it, and like I said, that story was good from front to back. But I'm not here to review season 1 of Purge. I'm actually reviewing the first 2 episodes so far of the second season of the Purge. So the second season of the Purge is a little different than the first. The first season of the Purge, and likewise all the movies, take place on Purge night. So the entire movie takes place during the Purge when the proverbial shit is going down. That is when the movies and the first season take place. Second season's a little different, and I'm not sure how much I like it yet, but I definitely think at least they're doing a fresh take on it, which is the very first episode did take place on Purge night. And the first episode ended at the end of Purge night. And then now the second episode is kind of showing the after effects of the Purge, which I think is a concept that has been ignored by the movies and the first season of the show. And that is, when the Purge ends, the effects of the Purge don't end. People who were forced to kill in self-defense, they're traumatized now because they killed somebody that they didn't want to kill. You got people who are killing people, people who are committing crimes and getting caught, and people who, putting hits out on other people. It's just, and you don't know who's trying to kill you. So I definitely think it's an interesting take that the second season is doing by, instead of just focusing on Purge night, they're focusing on the overall aspect of the Purge, and it looks like, at least, they're focusing on, I have a feeling it's going to be something like, based on what I've seen so far, it's going to be something like First episode was The Purge. I think there's 10 episodes, as you can see right there. So I think the 8 episodes, including the second one, are going to be the events leading up to the next Purge, combined with the after effects of the first Purge. So definitely a cool show. I will give it a 5.5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I'm a pretty big. I don't give out high ratings easily. This isn't a show that I am super like. It's not a show that I have to watch the night it comes out. Um, it's just something that I'm kind of watching on my own time when I have time. So it's not something I'm really looking forward to every week. But it is a show that is good, mindless entertainment, and it's not it's not a bummer like the Watchmen that I just reviewed. It's not just this is an escape from reality. So it gets a good mindless entertainment score, 5.5 to 6, maybe 5 to 6, somewhere in there, and it's definitely worth watching. Like I said, I do wish it was on a better network that could better better take advantage of the actual Purge, but this will have to do. So season 2 off to an okay start. But I like it about as much as I like season 1, and I definitely think it's a fresh take on the concept because it's investigating what happens after the Purge, and I think that's something that hasn't been looked at before, and it's good to look at. So would I recommend watching the Purge? If you like, yeah, if you like the movies, I would say yeah, it's worth watching. And then the second season's pretty intriguing so far. So yeah, I would definitely say give it a chance. And that's what I got to say about that. That's Fanguy's take on this one. So I want to thank you again for stopping by the Ultimate Fan Guy today as we reviewed this. I do hope to see you back soon. If you liked it, drop a note in the comments. Again, most of my reviews, I'm not going to be giving too many spoilers because I don't want to spoil the show for you. I just want to let you know what I think about it. And, this is a okay to fairly okay, pretty decent show. So, yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. Much love.